How's it? Today is Monday, July 7th, and I am doing some snatch work today. The last few days have been pretty relaxing. I didn't do too much over the weekend. I actually went to Carmel and I went on a short little hike on Saturday. Yesterday, I was off from the restaurant. And yeah, I took the deload real serious the last couple days. And today was a bit of a mental battle. I feel like when I got to the gym, I didn't know what I was gonna try to hit today. The goal was to redo last week's stuff for today. And for the most part, I did do better than last week. And that is a very, very positive sign. But when I was sitting in the parking lot, I was kind of just like, shit, I don't know if I can do this. So I called my coach, and he was saying that a lot of where I am in my training history is to kind of just pick and choose my battles and give myself decent workouts where I can get through the whole thing. Just get through the whole thing, even if that means doing a little bit less weight than I originally planned, even if that means doing a little bit less reps than I originally planned. Just get through the whole thing. And that was, I did my best today. There are a couple of reasons why I couldn't actually do the whole workout today, which is it's kind of worrying me, but we'll take it as it comes. Spirits are still high, and I hit a PR today, so that is good. So 2 weeks ago I did 118 snatch push press overhead squat snatch balance, and last week I tried 121. I couldn't even do the overhead hours. I couldn't even do the push press to start, and so that was really really bad. But here is my last warm up here at 116. Um, Kind of when I talked to my coach, he was saying like basically if you get to the point where things start to get really challenging at the end, um, or kind of at the top weights, I don't actually need to really go all the way out or all the way up as far as weights go. Like I could more or less just do something that is still challenging, instead of going to 121, do 116, do it again, something like that. But here's 121. That was very close, and overhead, it looks very strong. I feel incredibly weak. Um, and then now I'm like, shit, I did the first part of this movement, and now here's the hard part. I guess the first two parts of the movement, and this here was not the most crisp snatch balance I've ever done, but I would still count that. I had to do a little bit of a stop there so that I could more or less balance the weight overhead, and that's a lot better than last week, and so that is something I can hang my hat on. And yeah, this single rep right here, this warm up rep, that one right there at 40 was something that I was trying to emulate the entirety of today's regular like snatch movements, and I was unable to do that. Uh, Maybe I could do it here on one of these 50s, but everything else after that was kind of like, oh, what the heck? How do I do that again? That one was pretty good, and I don't know how else to explain it other than at the point of extension. When I get under the bar, there's not a lot of extraneous movement, and it's very quick. That 60 looked like it was it, but I guarantee you it did not feel the same way that the 40 and that 50 did. And then it doesn't get any better from here. The goal today is to snatch 101 for a set of or 3 sets of 2 hang snatch. And given what my coach was telling me, he was like, even if you gotta do just singles at 101, then do singles at 101, and that would still be better than doing nothing. And if that were in the realm of possibilities, then that would have been great. But I was unable to snatch 101 today. That's okay. I like even getting into the gym today. Here, 96 is the heaviest I snatched for. It's a hang snatch, but That was really solid. That was probably better than my 90. But I came in and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do 101, right? And well, you can watch this here as it goes through. But I'm a little bit behind, or I guess the bar's a little bit out front. There could be a variety of reasons that was happening, but I think this is the biggest reason why. I just wasn't into it, and that's okay. You know, I'm feeling like I hit a PR, so 101 would have been like tremendously good today, and that was, you know, spirits are still high. I will just keep saying that spirits are high. Um, but this is the part that I was talking about that's a little bit worrying. So right here, you can see me limping. My left distal hamstring insertion, left lateral. I guess distal hamstring insertion means that's the same thing. Distal and insertion are the same thing on the hamstring. But my left lateral hamstring insertion um, is hurting quite a bit. It hurts when I bend my knee. It doesn't hurt when my leg is straight. It hurts when I bend from right around here. That's where it hurts. And it didn't get better as I was going through the snatch pulls. And I feel like that sort of spot in my leg it could be like my gastric soleus, I believe is where that is. But my, like, the upper part of my calf and where that crossover is it could be that is been kind of angry at me. But I don't know, and it kind of didn't go away when I was front squatting. So I only went up to 120 today for my front squats. Because it was hard, and two, that knee problem, I'm not trying to push into a point where that will become a permanent thing. But we'll see how I feel tomorrow. You know, I've been limping around for the last few hours, so that's not a good sign. And yeah, tomorrow is posterior chain work day, so we'll see what that's like when I wake up and everything. But spirits are high. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.